Hello, girls. I know that it's late, but we have to do our learning Monday. As you see, no makeup. This is just almost like now. It's cold, so this is kind of my PJ. So we are going to have like a learning Monday on the ground. Okay, Siri. So I'm doing this because, uh, not just because it's Learning Monday. My guy is kind of like I was about to go to sleep. I have a long day of readings, and the team, this team in here, the universe, the spirit, my guides, they kind of have a little meetup in here, and they were talking about maybe helping in some kind of way with some stuff, right? They were focusing in mediumship or mediumistic abilities. We are really in the process that we already kind of know uh, about mediumship or about mediumistic abilities. We already know about spirit. They want me to kind of focus a little bit more about spirit, different type of spirit, how to recognize, not just in a blog. They really want me to talk about them in that aspect, and they want to help you understand why maybe it's not working, or maybe why you are not fully connecting in the way that you want it. Okay, sweetie. So first, let's start with the spirit. As you know, we have different type of spirit. We have guides, and even between the guides, we have different type of guides. We already know. If not, I recommend you to click. I'm gonna put the link of the blog that we talk about it, and I think that I did Learning Monday when I did it in my Facebook. That have to talk about those things. I'm gonna try to post it in the description, so you can have a little kind of like a reminder of those things. I'm just going to talk about it a little bit, kind of just reminding some stuff, or clearing some stuff. So as you know, we have between 3 to 5 more important. We have our angel guardian. Of course, it's an angel. That's kind of the purest kind of energy. Is more the angelic realm. They really have to be with unconditional love. They really teach us and are here to protect us, but basically it's more about teaching us how to keep being ourselves and giving love and stuff like that. The other one is the protector. The protector is the one that is going to be protecting you with the guardian angel about things. But the protector himself is not just about physical things, it's even about yourself. They're going to be the ones that maybe you want to talk to every time that you feel that something is wrong with you, or you feel threatened, like mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever kind of threat that you feel, you are going to talk to him. They can be different. Most of them are native because they're the protectors, but they can be a gladiator, it could be a militia, it could be, I don't know. It's most of the time it could be one of those things. You have the one that have to be with the spirit part of you. That's the one that is going to guide you to whatever spiritual path in your spiritual contract and in your spiritual journey. I would say no, he's the one that is going to take. I'm gonna put it this way, it's better. He's the one that is going, they just kind of, no, just saying it wrong. So the one that is in charge of your spiritual growth is the one that is going to be guiding you in your spiritual journey through religion, through system belief, to whatever it is that you told this spirit, hey, you're going to be my guardian, you're going to be the one that is going to guide me. I know I'm not going to be listening to you sometimes, I'm not going to like this or that, I'm going to be really feel drawn to this. You have to guide me to find that answer. And this is the religion, or this is the path, or this is the way that I want to go through. So even the belief, even the religion that you practiced before or you are practicing is something that you already choose before to come here, and it's something that your guide is helping you to develop. It's the one that is in charge of helping you to rediscover or go through whatever spiritual journey you put in your soul path and in your soul contract in this life, to get whatever information you need. Then you have the mean or the principal one. That's the one, all of this so far, the one that I've been talking to you about are the ones that are being with you since the moment that you're born, the moment that you're being here. But this principal one is like he's in charge of them and he's in charge of you in the same way that you are in charge of him. Most of the time you're gonna be really, really connected with, sorry girls, your relationship with him is, or with her, is going to be really, really close to each other. It's like this is going to be really, really a special bond. He's the one that you want to go for any kind of guidance. He's the one that know or is more in connection with your soul path, your soul contract. Maybe he don't know everything because that is something that you don't give them even the full information, but he's the one that knows the most because you told him, you showed him part of your, at least in this life, okay? Maybe he don't know your soul contract, your soul journey or your soul path completely, but he knows your soul contract. So he will be helping you to manifest, to get to that point and guide you. And if you are getting out of your soul path or your soul contract, he's gonna be like, boop, boop, hey girl, you are going in the wrong way. Those are the most important ones. People that work in this field, they have one more, that is the spirit opener, like the gatekeeper. That's the way that we call it, is the gatekeeper. He's the one that is allowing me that every time that I connect to, or every time that I'm doing a haunting or a paranormal investigation or stuff like that, he's the one that is in charge of opening that door, verifying that the spirits that are coming are good, are high evolved, they are not bad entities. Is the one that is in charge of that. You are the one to put them in a specific order in here. They have a specific task, but how you're gonna interact with them is going to be in the way that you want them to be around you. Most of the time you want them like around you completely, like a circle or something like that, so they can protect you all of the time. But basically that's how it is. So that you can have access to one more than others, no matter the position or no matter what the task is. Oh yeah, and sometimes one help the other and stuff like that. But you're gonna have other spirits that maybe you never feel it before, maybe you never meant knowing before, that they're coming for a specific task. We have the one that bring happiness. You have the one that help you interpret it. It ever happened to you that sometimes, no matter that you don't know the language, you kind of know what it's trying to say, like automatically? Not all of the time is because you have a life in there and you remember the language. It's just that you just kind of know. Not that you kind of remember, or sometimes you're, I think that, I don't know, that language is so easy for me. No, it's like you just kind of know, but you feel like, I don't know, I feel this. Most of the time, maybe it's an interpreter. Sometimes we have children, kids spirit. We have, as you know, animal spirit. We have totem. We have a plenty of them that they just come back and forward depending on what you need. So that's the spirit guides. We have, of course, beings from other dimensions. They really are trying to help us to increase, or kind of helping us to evolve to the next dimension, but kind of like we are a little bit of stubborn. They are really beings. They can be really different from what we know. The energy is so high, so fast, that is really like, it's really sometimes to feel them or to grasp, sometimes we need to be really in a high way. But there could things that people don't want to talk about of other kind of a spirit, but that's the truth. People don't want to say it, or a lot of mediums don't want to accept it because they don't want to put that out there. But the truth is like we have a spirit that they don't cross over. That's what we call ghost. That's what we call in-betweens. That's what we call angry ghosts. Even during those in-betweens or those earthbound spirit or ghost, we have even different type. We have the angriers, we have the naughty ones, or the one that like to do like mischief. We have the poltergeist ones. We have the one that like to scare. We have different ones, and yes, we can help them move on. Most of the time, they are just in here because they got angry because of that. They didn't have. That is not a normal thing to happen. Yeah, that sometimes they just go to these places that we call haunted because they want to share the stories. They're just trying to make a connection and communicate something. Oh yeah, but that's not that the place is haunted, or it's not that they are ghosts. Sometimes a spirit just show in those places over and over and over because they're trying to make a message. That is something that they need, and that is not allowing them to cross over. And maybe sometimes it's just spirits that they're coming, but most of the time they don't get, they don't, they know to who show themselves. But when they're stuck, the truth is like nothing wrong, nothing bad. It's just like we need to help them. We can help them to go and cross over, and help them to see the light. Most of the time they're just scared, and with time they get tired of us annoying them, you know, like us. They're trying to connect, they're trying to do things, and we're just messing around. And we have really bad entities, okay? I'm not going to talk about that right now too much, but you know what I mean when I say bad. If you believe in angels, then you have to believe in them, okay? And it's not that I'm afraid, it's just like that thing that is not worth it to mention. I'm not going to, this is about light, this is about love, okay? But it's real. You cannot believe in one thing and not believe in the other one. That is not how it works. And the truth is like we need white and black, light and dark, shine and not shining things to create a balance in life, to appreciate one thing towards the other. Let me see. We know that happened because of certain things going on. There are different things that it could be, like not everything that it seems like it haunted or everything that is going on is because you are having a ghost or something like that in your house. So that is, so saying all of this stuff, I'm kind of refreshing it because I want you to learn how to distinguish, okay, when you are opening yourself, even when you're trying to connect with your loved ones, that again, most of the time, the 98% of the time, they cross over. Our loved ones, 98 of the time, they cross over. It's a choose, it's a decision that they have to make, but they do it because they have loved ones, they have other people. So, but how to recognize one thing to another? You don't have to experience a bad thing. You don't have to experience funny things. People think that to have a ghost is because your lights are flicking. No, spirits do that too. They like to communicate using the phones or making you feel that, touching you and stuff like that. That doesn't mean that it's bad. It's just like they are trying to communicate with you. So, but they are not, sometimes it could be ghosts. But how are you going to recognize when it's a loved one that is doing that, that is evolved, or a spirit that is connecting you? Is the way that they feel. The ones that are stuck, I can tell you that they really act, they just not act like they do with me in my reading, like how they were. Like literally, you can feel the human part. When they're, by example, when I do the readings, for those that they've been doing readings with me, mediumship readings, they know that your loved ones tend to act and react and say things in the way that they were here, because they want you to recognize them. They want you to make sure that the one that is speaking is them, right? But even when I connect, I always tell, oh, the spirit feels so good, the energy, etc., etc. But when it's a not like a stuck spirit, maybe not evolved, they feel, you can feel like you're talking with a human instead of a spirit. The way that they talk, they never give messages in a more higher way. They they really try to give you orders or make you do things. Like, there are ways that they connect that you can feel is not the right way. When it's your loved ones or it's someone that is already crossed over, they can talk to you, be themselves. You can be able to know that they are being themselves as they were in here. But you're always going to see or feel some kind of light. You're always going to feel it. You're going to know that they are evolved, okay? That they cross over. When it's a ghost or something like that, not just that they're going to feel like human, like you feel not a spirit, you feel like a human being, right? Not just that, the density is heavy, you're gonna feel really heavy, tired, not just drained, it's really tired. Of course, if you're not doing, by example, I can feel tired because I've been doing a lot of readings, but if you're not doing a lot of reading out of nowhere, you feel disconnection and you feel tired. That means that maybe that spirit is not that as evolved, because the tiredness is not coming from being drained. The tired is coming from the kind of connection, the low frequency that you're feeling, because it's taking you, but you're not gonna feel drained. I can tell you, it's not drained. It's just like you did a lot of exercise or something like that. Another thing is, like, when you are dealing with these kind of things and you're in a haunted place, you need to know this experience about the footprints. Oh my god. I forget that name. It's not chalupa. It's another name. I wanna put it in there. I just forgot. I was talking about that not long ago, and now I can't remember. But you need to learn the different type of experience that you can have when you are dealing with these kind of things, so you can recognize and you don't confuse when you are receiving things that are just energy or things that are kind of more like experience and not necessarily a contact with the spirit. That's why it's so important. Read it again. If you have questions, ask me. I want you to make sure or I want you to be sure of the kind of connection that you're doing. If you've been following and doing the exercises that I've been telling you, if you're being learning and doing the protection, your stones, again, you don't have nothing to worry about. But it's always good that you know these things, because it could take you by surprise. By example, 2 weekends ago, I was with my friend. I was doing some stuff and like going to a fair, like a craft fair. And out of nowhere, we were kind of buying some flan, and I was like, I remember that I was eating, like Cheetos or something like that. I'm not supposed to, but I was eating. She gave me these 2 flan, and just touching that, I had to stop. I was like, oh my God, touch me, I'm gonna faint, because the energy that I received took me from my spirit. It was like out of nowhere that took me from my back. And I, of course, I know I already have my own protocol connecting with the spirit, and something that you can do too. When you know that you're doing already connection or having mediumistic experiences, you need to do a protocol in how you want to connect. Okay, sweeties, you need to let the gatekeeper or your team, hey, if a spirit want to talk to you, if my loved one want to go to me, it have to be in front of me or my side. Or if you know that your loved one always connecting, you just come to this way. I don't want you to be messy, because you need to put some order. You need to know how it is certain things. It is important, because that way if something is not happening the way that you are used to, you can check, you can know, you can look. But so that time it took me by surprise. It coming from my back. I knew in that moment that it wasn't something that it was pretty good, or it was a spirit that it was so desperate that it was taking me out of my comfort. And I'm telling you, girls, even my friend told me, we've been doing a lot of haunting places. We've been going to places that I saw you, like you tell me, oh my God, the energy is wrong, but you don't faint. And she told me, you just go, you just take a minute and then go. But it wasn't an energy, it was a spirit, and it really took me by surprise that I needed for her to ground myself touching me. I needed that. So I will say that that could happen even to me. So, but it's not normal because I'm really well protected. So you are being following, so I know that you are really well protected as well. Okay, sweeties. So this is one thing. If you're already connecting, and besides to put some order, you are the head, you are the boss. You are working, you work for them, but they work for you too. Okay, they are here because they need you or you need them. So it's a team effort about that. But you always have to put your service or whatever it is about them at first. So that's one of the things that they wanted. But if you don't know how it feels at footprints, how it feels footprints are energy residue, if you don't know how to recognize when it's your loved one, when it's your guides, everything else that happened, it could be confused and it get more difficult for you and the doubts keep coming. Remember that the doubts and expectations are the killing of this. So you need to stop having the expectations, allowing yourself to be yourself and receiving in the way that you're going to be receiving. Remember that this is about you being able to learn how to use your abilities to create a mediumistic ability or how to create mediumistic experiences. But this is not about you being a medium. That is something that is in your path. It's going to be, sweeties, okay? Don't force it. If you're supposed to be doing this for others, it's going to be. We are here to learn how to use it for you because at the end, our abilities, this connection, this communication, most of everything is about you and your journey and whatever you need to learn and how you're going to use it to grow. It's for personal use, but we can help others in the process. Okay, and sometimes it's not about doing the same thing that I'm doing, sometimes it's just about doing other things around. Not just that, one thing that another thing is like let me see, I just kind of lost what I was saying. Like they are like that, they start showing me things and I get kind of lost in energy. So anyway, so that's the way of this. Just remember, and people always think that why you are focusing so much in abilities, why you are kind of repeating, or why you always go back and see we are learning, we know about clairvoyance. Because girls, if you are not practicing that, if you are not getting in tune with that, is no way that you're gonna be able to give a service and for others and give yourself a good communication. Remember that you're always connected with your team, with your loved ones that are part of your team, but you are looking to create a better communication with them. This is why we are here. So you cannot have that if you don't know exactly how your abilities work. So that's why people always ask me how you get to be so in tune or how you are so clearly, why everything that you said it happened. I don't think that I'm different. I'm not think that I'm special. I don't think that my ability, it's just like I really dedicate myself to understand my abilities. I remember that when I started doing this, I always knew that I needed to understand what abilities I have, which ones were the stronger one, and dedicate. I always knew that. And I always believe and trust my guys, even when it's been difficult, even when I have my doubts, but I always trust and believe in them. So you need, even that at that time, I didn't know them. I always believe it. I always believe it. And I was following whatever I received and keep learning and learning. So if you want to be able to keep developing, trust, know your first and your most important ability and work with that first. When you feel that, okay, your ability is going to keep developing and growing, so you will need to kind of be learning with that, but at least the basics, these columns of your ability, you already know that. And when you do that, again, all of the other abilities, then you can start learning from the others a little bit more deeper, how to work with that, to know how they always work with you at the same time that they're going to start showing. Don't try to do exercise from all of them. At the beginning, you do like a test and go, okay, so I have this, I have this, I have this. This one, it was the most easy for me to get, let me go. Or this is the one that I feel always in my life, I'm gonna go with this and keep doing your exercises. Yeah, do the other ones from time to time, do your meditation, your grounding, your exercises, everything that we've been doing. But keep doing, looking for other ways to keep practicing. Again, I'm here. If you need to practice, I'm here. I want you to be able to develop. Okay, sweeties? So, but that's the truth. It could be tedious. You're gonna get bored, but it's not other way. If you really want to have a good communication and a communication that you feel that you don't have to doubt in the way that you are receiving your messages, work with your abilities, because from that it's like you're gonna be able to communicate in whatever ability you have. Don't try to be, I want to see it. This is not about what you want, how you want it to happen. This is about what is the best way, because at the end it's about them helping you. Not just about the need that you have to connect with them or communicate with them. This is about how that they really want to help you, because they did this contract with you that through them you're gonna be able to grow and learn about this, because it was part of your spiritual journey as well. So don't forget that. It's not about what you want, it's about what they know that you need, okay? That's one thing that they wanted to talk about. They wanted to talk about why you feeling that you are not communicating. Why it's not happening. Again, it could be because your emotions are not there, because you are not working with your emotions in transforming those emotions in something that you can use. Again, it's not avoiding them, it's not ignoring them, it's not denying them, it's embracing. You need to embrace that feelings, those emotions. But in the moment that you are embracing them, just transform that into something bigger. Okay, I miss you. I cannot understand this. You are crying, you are missing. But I know that you are here. Transform that. All of this is just because I love you so much. All of this, whatever it is, because I want to give you even a spiritual hug. I know that I don't have your physical with me, but I know that I have your spirit with me. Transform. You are embracing, you are acknowledging those feelings, you are dealing with them. You cry, but in the moment that you feel a little bit more, when you are crying like a baby, in one point you will be like, in that moment, okay, breathe and transform those emotions. Transform it, convert those emotions in something more positive, or at least more higher frequency, I would say, to be able to connect. When you try to put your ego, your mind, your logic to whatever it happened, why you feel that way, you should not be feeling that way, no because they say this, no because that, you are just making it more bigger. You are creating a ticking bomb emotionally in yourself that eventually is going to stop you to reach whatever communication you are looking for. Not just that, and I'm gonna keep repeating this, I think that we've been talking about this, but they are the ones telling me that you need this in this Learning Monday. Another thing that maybe is not happening is because life is getting too much in your way, and you are trying to force it. This is not about forcing it. It's not happening. Okay, it's not happening. A reason it is because of that. Maybe you don't that this time of this day, in this moment, you have to deal with something else, and they don't want you to be distracted. So just deal with whatever you have to. Maybe it's not whatever messages they have or whatever they can do, maybe it's not going to be the best. So they're making you know that they're there, but maybe the communication or what you are asking, maybe they prefer not to, because you are not prepared for the answer, or maybe you are not prepared to whatever they have to make you feel about it, or receive about it, or know about it. Just trust that it's a reason. Just trust that it have to be that you need to let it flow in the way that it's happening. Hey girls, it happened to me. Sometimes they don't talk to me. Sometimes I don't connect. It happens. We attract. The spirit choose. It's not. This is not. Hey, I'm calling you. You're supposed to pick up. I'm calling you, but they have the decisions as well. They can choose to who they are going to communicate, when they're going to communicate, and not because they're not communicate. That doesn't mean that they are not there. They don't want to talk to you. No, 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 no. They more. They don't. They know more, and sometimes they're working because they're preparing. They're trying to avoid something that happened to us, or they're looking to make it happen to us. It's not that, and they can still answer, but they feel that it's not the moment for that. Because again, maybe you are not ready, maybe it's not your moment to communicate in that, but that doesn't mean they're not there. Okay, sweetie. Another important thing, again, kind of go blank. Another reason that is not happening, and that it is, I would say that basically 98% you are doubting about your abilities, you are doubting about yourself, you are not knowing about your abilities very well yet. So you are confusing your messages. Not that they are not confusing the messages, it's you, because maybe you are interpreting them in the wrong way. Maybe you are not receiving them completely because you still don't know how to use your abilities 100%. And this is not for you to feel bad. This is not for me criticizing you or them. It's because you need to understand that it's important for you to understand your abilities. And not just that, you need to have patience. Patience. Even for me, that I born with this, even for me that I always see faces or spirits, and since I remember, I have to study first. I have to learn. And I'm telling you, even my sister, like, why you're reading so much? Why you doing this? Why you feel that you need to do and learn from this? You're like, because you are doing it already. Because I need to understand it. If I want to give the best, if I want to be knowing what I'm doing, I need to understand it. Not just about knowing what it is, not reading about just about what it is. I need to understand it. I need to learn. I need to. People telling me I'm not crazy because I'm receiving this and this in this way. So please ask questions. Ask me questions. No, it's not nothing wrong about it. It's nothing bad about it. On the contrary, maybe you think that it's a silly question. You make it to me. I'm like, no, girl, that's completely normal. You're right. Just do it this and this and this, and that it is the key for you keep developing and your abilities keep expanding. Again, that is going to automatically open your third eye, so you don't need to worry about opening your third eye. I really don't, and you know me, girls, and try. I don't really recommend opening and doing exercises to opening your third eye. That is risky, and it could be dangerous as well. I have one case that it was dangerous. Okay, sweeties, allow your third eye to open naturally and beautiful. It's not going to be easy, but when you allow it naturally, girl, thrive. I can tell you, it's going to be really, really easy to not control it. This is not the word that I'm looking for, but you know what I mean. Okay, sweetie. Again, don't doubt it. Don't question it. Don't think that you are not receiving. Don't have expectations. Write it down. Get used to, because this is going to happen anytime and anywhere. It happened now. If you can write it down, write it down. If not, just acknowledge it and let it come back to you when it's time. Have patience. And please be nice to yourself. Don't start putting, oh my God, I'm doing this wrong. Oh my God, I'm so bad at this. No, don't do that to yourself. Don't. It's not fair for you, and it's not fair for others. Okay? And let it happen in the most beautiful way that it can happen. I'm gonna try to do a video soon about the third eye. I think that we need to cover a little bit more about it. Next year, We are going to continue focusing in mediumship, in things that you can keep doing to keep growing your mediumship abilities or your mediumistic abilities. I'm gonna continue focusing in clairvoyance, everything that, or abilities, anything that I can find in that aspect. We are going to be exercising. We need to exercise, and because you are shy girls, I'm gonna be doing something. We need to do something about it. So I will say that that it is the most important thing that they want me to talk to you, and to remind you in this Learning Monday, because what we are going to start talking during next year, and the subjects that are coming, are going to be a little bit heavy. We are going to be, and they're important because even the mediumistic abilities or mediumistic experience or mediumship things are really about our connections and how we experience, or how we learn how to use it and learn how to communicate with them. The truth is like these subjects, it could be important for you to know because they are part of this life, they are part of this field, and it's always good to know because in one of your connections are going to happen, or one of your communications in yourself with others, whatever, are going to show you things, or are going to be spirits like beings, or things that they're going to show you that I could be like, and it happened. That's why it's been like a year of discovering for me. It's a lot of things that I have to learn. I'm still learning now. That's why I'm being able to work with Soul Path, and stuff like that. But I want you to be prepared. Part of this is learning about all of this stuff. If you have something that you want me to do a Learning Monday, if you have a question or exercises, if something that you need me to do for you, please leave it in the comment. If you want me to talk about things or you want me to do other things as well, let me know. We are going to be doing other videos with the tarot card. We are going to keep showing you how to keep reading the tarot card. I think I'm gonna need to do something else with the pendulum. But anyway, it's like they're the ones kind of taking the classes. They are the ones doing the classes. You know that, girls. But I always try to keep up with everything. So if you feel that I forget something, because they are kind of having things in the moment that they want to teach or talk about, please leave it in the comment. Give me, sometimes I don't know what the tribe needs. Put it there. Let me keep help me to keep giving you what you need in your personal growth. Help me and help them to know what else you need from me. It's a lot of other subjects that are coming. They are going to be a little bit more deeper waters. We're going eventually in some point next year. We're gonna be talking about soul contract, soul path, soul DNA. That is something that I'm still learning because that was a topic that it came out in one of my soul path readings that they're teaching me right now. We are going to be talking about Akashic records. We are going to talk about so many things. So I really would love to help me to keep in track as well. And let me know what you need. Let me know if you're having trouble with a specific area. I will answer you, and I'm gonna do a video so all of us can learn from that and we can grow together. Okay, sweeties? And I hope that one of the things that I'm gonna be doing soon, you are going to be being able to see it first before the Facebook fan page. All is going to be my spiritual blog video. I'm gonna be taking advantage that I'm gonna be going to different places in here in United States, outside of United States. I as much as I can, or whenever it happens. But I'm gonna be sharing with you whatever I do to balance and to stay focused or spiritual every time that I go to a place that have nature, even when don't have nature around me. What I do to don't get out of my track or don't allow the energies maybe that I'm feeling or whatever I'm feeling around. So I hope that really you like them, and whatever ideas, whatever you feel that you want me to talk about too about that, please Send me the comments, send me your opinions. I really, really love when you do it. Thank you, thank you, thank you for watching this. Sorry that it took me so a little bit longer of what I was expecting. Thank you again. Have a good night.